If you're quiet, the master won't see you or hear you. We can sneak in and watch him work.
Welcome, miniature fans. Today I wanted to talk about doing competitions and how to get yourself mentally prepared to enter competitions. Now, I have won quite a few different competitions over the years I have been painting, and to be honest, it's a thrill when you do win a competition. But the key to preparing yourself for competitions is to not expect to win. You need to enter all these competitions as a little bit of fun. Just treat it like it's a bit of fun. Just paint as you want to paint. Entering competitions is more a chance. It's luck rather than super skill. Yes, you do need skill, but at the end of the day, it's all down to the person who's judging your miniature, and it's all down to you not getting upset if you lose or do not come into any categories. And it happens to all of us. Now, I can't enter any competitions anymore because I'm too busy doing what I do, painting to a tabletop standard for my patrons, and I'm very, very happy with that. But when I entered my competitions, I used to try my best not to think too much about the competition. It may be hard, but you have to control yourself and be ready for the disappointment of not winning. You have to be ready to not even be mentioned, and you have to be able to cope with the depression of losing. So if you enter any competitions, try your best to just enter because it's a bit of fun, nothing more. Don't go into the competition expecting to win or thinking you're going to win, because that can really upset you and put you off entering more competitions in the future. All you need to do is treat it as a bit of fun and keep on going. So let's talk a little bit about how to prepare yourself for painting your miniature and entering miniatures in competitions. Well, first of all, you've got to pick the correct mini that you think will look outstanding when people look at your work. Now, this miniature here, I won first place for the Mantic Games Monster category back in 2017, and this is their Rock Earth Elemental, and I love making my little bases, so I made a little air hardening base. But what you need to do is think about the miniature before you paint it. Think about how you want that miniature to look. Think about the base and think about the colours you're going to use. So what you're doing is you're taking your time and you're thinking, oh, that'll look nice. And you can actually paint on some paper first to get your colours matching in how you wanted them. Now, I all went for earthly tones with this miniature, and I worked that in with the crystals and made the crystals green to match in with the rest of the work, and I added skulls and everything to the base. It turned out a fantastic miniature, and it was a very simple miniature to paint, and it got first place, so double bonus. But the key is to just make sure those colours on the model match in all the places, so you've got the whole model in sync with itself. And you do take a long time on these miniatures. So what I've done, I've picked the base. I got an MDF base, and then I've done the base, and then I painted the miniature, stuck the miniature to the base, and added flock into the tops there and gravel, and it was a simple miniature. But because it was for a competition, I spent that wee bit more time on this miniature, and it paid off. So the key is to make yourself a work plan. Think about the miniature. Think about what you excel in at painting. Now, for me, my favourite and what I think I excel in is painting rocks. So if I can do a miniature for a competition that involves rocks, then I know I've got a very good chance of the judges thinking, oh, he paints nice, that's nice, oh, that looks like a rock. But it works. So if you have something you excel in, it could be wet blending, it could be dry brushing, it could be making your base super fantastic, then you zone in on that part of the miniature and do your very best, because that will play out on the rest of the miniature and it will work very well with the rest of the miniature you're doing. So you work with your strengths and you kick away your weaknesses. So everything you do on a miniature like this, you play with what you're best at. And of course, for me, it's my rocks and painting rocks and making them look realistic. The crystals on this miniature were damn hard, but I managed to get a good effect going. So this is how I did this miniature. You've also got custom miniatures, like I did the Reaper miniature one over there. That won for best custom. Plus I won the Empire of Dust competition back in 2016. You'll all know these from the Brush of Death if you follow Mantic Games. And it's this one here. Absolutely beautiful miniature. And again, you can see I'm using those rocks to enhance the base of this miniature. And it paid off because I came first place with this miniature as well. So it's all just a case of using your strengths and getting rid of those weaknesses, and you should be good to go. So remember, enter the competitions as a bit of fun, because that's all it is. Try not to get upset and try not to give up, because there's always a next time. So never give up in what you're doing. Don't get upset, do not get depressed. I know it's hard, but believe me, you will get there. And just treat everything as the hobby it is. Something we love to do, something you love to paint, and you will do fantastic. If you enjoy what I'm doing, then please hit that sub button. If you want to support the channel, then please become a patron. All patrons are added to the end credits of all my videos. I also have a YouTube membership now, and you can join me there. So, until next time.
Goodbye, my fellow ones. Sleep well. Dream of evil paintbrushes.